Hey everyone, my name is Ben Alyk, and I just recently sold my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Welcome to the channel. For those of you who haven't been on here for very long, I'm a young filmmaker, I'm a cinematographer, a writer, producer. So I've been trying to kind of get myself into the freelance videography business, and one of the hot new items right now that everyone's kind of pining over to get their hands on is the new Panasonic GH5. I'm one of those people that's pining over that specific camera, mainly because I've been using the Canon EOS Rebel T3i/600D for the past like 5 or so years, and it's a really good camera. It's just like there's not a lot of functionality. The Panasonic GH5 has a lot more functionality and makes the camera a lot easier to use. So that's why I'm going to strive for getting the Panasonic GH5. I prefaced this video by saying that I sold my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. And so I know that a lot of you are thinking, why'd you sell your Blackmagic Pocket camera and have now started to shoot on the T3i again? One of those reasons is because I want to step down in quality and not kind of gear whore over the whole thing, and just try to focus on the basics again, because I've been using a whole bunch of like big, beefy cameras for my latest films and everything. So I kind of just want to step back, get back to the basics, see what kind of content I can produce on just your regular consumer DSLR like the Canon EOS Rebel T3i. I apologize if the sound is really crappy, because there's a lot of plane noise and a lot of air conditioning noise, because my air conditioner is just right back there. I live next to a street, and we're right under a flight line, so there's not really much I can do. Anyway, you might have also been thinking, well, why didn't you just go with selling the T3i and just keeping the Blackmagic Pocket camera? Well, for one, the Blackmagic Pocket camera has a significant problem with battery life. One of the things that I really want to try to do is a lot of run and gun shooting, a lot of artsy stuff, like you've probably seen. If you're subscribed to this channel and you constantly watch videos, you probably saw that I uploaded my last video that I shot on the Blackmagic Pocket camera, which was called Kairos. And that one, I tried to do a run and gun shoot, and I ended up running out of battery partway through, so that's why one reason it's so short. But anyway, so I've sold that camera, and I put that money towards saving up for that GH5. So until I get my hands on that camera, a lot of the content will be produced from this Canon EOS Rebel T3i, and we're going to be pushing the boundaries a little bit to see what we can do with this small camera. One of the things the EOS Rebel T3i is really bad at is low light. For any of you out there who got into filmmaking back in like 2012 or something like that, you would know that the Canon EOS Rebel T3i was the camera for amateur filmmakers to start off using, and there were short films all over the place with this camera. It was a hot item, and one of the things that came up about this camera was how poorly it performs in low light. I'm actually going to a shoot tonight that I will bring you guys to, where we're going to be messing around with bokeh art. We're going to be shooting on, I think it's either a Blackmagic production camera, or we're going to be shooting on the Sony a7S II. Either way, I'm going to bring the T3i, and I'm going to try using it to see what kind of stuff I can pull off, maybe with using the 50mm lens, because that one has the most wide open aperture out of all my lenses. I've only got 3 lenses. The shoot that I'm going to be doing tonight is part of a logo creation technique that we're using for a local film production company called the Community Film Project. The Community Film Project is a project that is dedicated to taking the concept of community theater and applying it to film. And so we've recently spent the last 2.5 years around shooting our very first feature film. It premieres on October 20th at the Kaysville Theater in Utah. So if you're in the area watching this video, go see it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have a party afterward even. But in preparation for that premiere, we're going to need like a logo intro type thing. So you know how 20th Century Fox has their big spotlight thing, and Image Movers have that little train, and Lionsgate has the gate opening, and so the Community Film Project's opening is going to be messing around with some bokeh art. We're going to be putting like a little template over the front of the lens, and we're going to be pulling focus in interesting ways, using sparklers, blow torches, fire, anything like that, just to get it so that the bokeh turns into our logo. So without any further ado, let's get to that shoot, and we will see what the Canon EOS Rebel T3i can do in these low light situations. Am I Casey Neistat yet? So I'm typically not the blogging type, or vlogging, yeah, vlogging. I'm typically not the vlogging type, but I figured I'd just start, maybe. Not like everyday vlogs, because those are stupid, but like every time I do something interesting. For example, today I'm going to that shoot where we're going to be doing bokeh art for the community film project, so I just figured I'd do a vlog of it.
Alright, so just one couch strip and a meal with Coke and Chick-fil-A sauce. Anything else?
Nope, that should be it.
Okay, that's agency one at the window.
Alright, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
They always have to say it's my pleasure or something like that. It's kind of funny. Alright, so I've arrived and I'm just gonna eat my lunch real quick. In terms, and like my own experience when going to different restaurants and stuff like that, I've always realized that Arby's always has really watered down soda. But Chick-fil-A has some really good Coke.
Just pointing at her, maybe something like that. Maybe zoom in just a little.
Wait, who?
Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie.
Because we shot at an angle. Her part.
So this would be for out of her car window?
Yeah.
This used to go all the way
An
up
ND?
to the road.
An ND gradient.
Man, look at those clouds over there.
I know, it's cool.
This is the shot we're getting. Kind of looks cool even on the T3i.
Yeah, it does. Your battery's dying. Yeah. So here's the light.
They blink it on and off too.
No. That looks cool too. Put it down. Then up. Were you covering it with your hand?
I went down like that. Today, Junior.
There we go.
Get back off.
Pulling focus.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
That is so gnarly.
That is sweet.
Bill, you gotta come take a look at this for the next one.
Before I go, I just want to let you guys know that I will be a little more active on this channel because TMC Films is going to be more focused now towards bigger projects. So our next big project won't begin production until January of 2018. I know, kind of sad, but it's going to be a little bigger of a project. We're going to be having a very expensive crew, you know, a little bigger of a budget than we're used to. I'll always still be trying to produce. I'll try to go back to my roots a little bit and, you know, just screw around with, you know, little action shorts and stuff like that, just for the heck of it. So I'll be a lot more active on this channel, so just pay attention. And every time something goes up on TMC Films, I will let you guys know. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff that everyone else on YouTube says to do. For just more video content, I'm going to be talking about video production. I'm going to be talking about different cameras. I'll be always vlogging or something like that behind the scenes on set every time I do a film of my own or of another or someone else's that allows the behind the scenes footage to be shared on YouTube. Looking forward to an interesting rest of the year for 2017, hoping to produce some interesting content with the Canon T3i and in the future with the Panasonic GH5.